Are you a runner that's struggling with like maybe shoulder pain or neck pain? I can help you. I'm Dr. Dukes with Body in Motion. This month we are highlighting niggles and pains associated with people running. And these are things that we've heard from our patients for years and we work on all the time. And it's not always perfect, but I'm going to give you a couple little tips to kind of open up some areas in the neck and upper back to help your neck. So what we're talking about in this video is neck compression and pain in this area here. So ultimately, what are the biggest things that we think about? Number one, we're chiropractors, so it would be posture. So if that head comes forward, which you see a lot happen in runners, especially later in races, is they start to do this, right? So that brings us into this crummy posture from the head all the way down into the lower back. So it affects everything, right? So we wanna be in a good postural position, not only for our lungs, but also for our spine. So when we think about it, we wanna be kind of proud when we run, right? So we want our shoulders back, we want everything kind of stacked, and we wanna lean out of our ankles. So we've already talked about that in some of the other videos. So at the end of the day here, stacking the spine will make everything a little bit happier. And then we think about, like, what do our arms do? So our arms should help us derotate the lower body when we're running, which is also another thing. So, but let's talk about the one elephant in the room is most of us sit when we work. So we gotta loosen up that mid-back to help the neck to do a thing that we're gonna be rotating and slowing things down, right? So a really good exercise is very simple. We give this to a bunch of patients. You're gonna have your arms straight, and then you're gonna bring one up over your head, and then you'll do the other, and you'll do like 5 of these, and then you'll do both together, right? There are some other additional things that we would do, but if you just did that, that's gonna open up your spine and get a little bit more movement, right? So that's a great prep if you have like a little bit of tension in your back or your neck. That's going to be a great exercise for you to do while running. Another cool thing to do is if you're actually having tension while running, is just to point your hands up over your head for a few steps. That'll help a whole lot, right? So now let's talk about the cue while running that we're going to think about. So with this one's kind of funny, but it's all posture. So we want to think about like a string from the top of my head going up to the ceiling, trying to pull me upward. So it makes me run a little lighter, but it's also going to change my posture. So this video is all about improving posture while running. So we don't want to be like this. We want to be up tall and solid, and then lean forward, but like that lifting of our head is going to make us run a little bit lighter. So it's actually going to affect other areas of the body as well, but it is really going to offload the neck. So if this is something that is interesting and you want to know a little bit more, feel free to book a discovery call or schedule an appointment online. We also do gait evals if you think running is the problem and you want us to dive into that a little bit more.